Today, I'm going to walk around the City of Liverpool's museum, and you're coming with me to learn some natural English. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. We come in through the automatic doors. Just inside, you can see a member of staff giving a visitor some information. Like most museums across the UK, this one is completely free to visit, so you can simply walk in and have a look around. Now I'm going to start on the top floor, and I'm taking the stairs because I need the exercise. This is a nice aerial view of Liverpool. Let's take a gander in here. That means let's take a look in here. This section is all about famous people who came from Liverpool. The city's produced tons of entertainers, actors and musicians over the years. Over on the left, you can see real stage costumes that were actually worn by these celebrities when they performed. This bright yellow one belonged to a comedian called Ken Dodd. He was a huge name on British telly for decades. I met him a few times, and he always came across as a genuinely nice bloke. This purple outfit was worn by a singer called Sonia, who represented the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest in the 1990s. Eurovision is a massive annual music competition across Europe, and appearing in it is a big deal. Now, Liverpool is often used as a filming location for Hollywood movies because it has so many well-preserved historic buildings. In fact, on my way here today, I walked past them filming the latest Batman movie. This wall shows actors who are Scousers. This lady was an actress in an American show called Sex and the City. And these men both played Doctor Who, but they're all born and bred Scousers. In this display cabinet is some memorabilia from TV shows that were filmed here. Here's a picture of an actor called Bernard Hill. He played the captain in the movie Titanic.
Well, I believe you may get your headlines, Mr. Ismay.
And a long time ago, I got to appear in a movie with him. Of course, Liverpool is world famous for music. And the best known band of all time came from here. The Beatles. My friend Junji from Japan is a huge Beatles fan. And he'll recognise this bed immediately as the one the Beatles member John Lennon and his wife Yoko stayed in while they were protesting against war. Hope they washed the sheets. Here are their suits. These are instruments and more things belonging to modern pop bands that all came from around here. I love the Laws. There's even a small recording studio here where visitors can have a go at making their own record and pretending, at least for the moment, they're a pop star. Now, just past these fun statues, you can see a cracking view of the River Mersey. One of the most important horse races in the world takes place here every year. It's called the Grand National, and people travel from all over the world to watch it.
Blunders and leaves Tiger Roll 2 lengths clear, and Davy Russell is led to breathe on him.
These colourful jackets are called silks and are worn by the riders who are called jockeys. And this is the actual skeleton of one of the winning horses, which I have to say is a bit gruesome. So let's move on. This display is all about the two Liverpool football clubs. They're Liverpool, who play in red, and Everton, who play in blue. Me? Well, I'm a red. Another famous Scouser was world champion boxer John Conte. Okay, let's head down to the next floor. This is a railway carriage that was used to take people along the waterfront of Liverpool. Now that rail line doesn't exist anymore, but it's interesting to think the commuters would have ridden inside this very carriage. Look, they've put mannequins inside to help you picture what it must have been like. I'm going to just take a quick peek at what's on the floor below. Ooh, a steam engine. We'll go and take a closer look at that in a few minutes. Now in this display cabinet are uniforms and weapons used by British soldiers over the centuries. They would wear red jackets so that if they were wounded and bleeding, the enemy wouldn't realise it. There's a free guide to all the expressions that are used today, and you can download it in the description. These are more modern weapons from the First and Second World Wars. And here are uniforms that are bang up to date. This is a model of Liverpool Castle. But it doesn't exist anymore in real life because its owners chose the wrong side in the English Civil War. And the king who won, he destroyed it. This is a nice spot to take the weight off your feet and look out at the river. You might just be able to see the famous Mersey ferry picking up passengers to take them across the river. I used to catch it every single day. Let's pop down to the ground floor. Here are some stuffed birds that are native to the region. Those are eagles. I'm not sure that you see them in the city anymore. All you ever seem to see here are seagulls. Now to find that steam engine. As you can see, it's called the Lion and was built about 200 years ago. Long after it stopped carrying passengers, it became a film star, appearing in many movies in the 1950s. All of these items represent things that the railway brought from around the world. This silverware, including the candelabra as well as the uniform from the merchant seamen, reflect how goods were brought into the city, making it very rich. quickly past the gift shop, and once more back into Liverpool. Those strange and colourful statues you can see are called lamb bananas. They're a cross between a lamb and a banana, and you find them everywhere in Liverpool. You can even buy small ones as souvenirs. I'm going to stroll into the city now and do some shopping. Check out this video to learn more everyday useful English. Give it a click, and I'll see you there.